Today we start with data validations. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so the data validation it means you can put restrictions to each and every individual cells. That what the detail you need to be enter in that cells.
Okay, sir.
For an example, you want to enter a text. The text character must be in up to 10 or 25 character. You should not exceed that limit. You can restrict that limit, or
Okay.
you need to put the current date. The cell only accept the current date,
Okay, sir.
not a past or future date.
Okay, sir.
In general, you are using an Excel sheet. It accept everything.
Yeah.
So in this screen, you can see like it's like an invoice format. Okay. In here, there is a date field, invoice number, and party name and contact number. In this date column, that means in this date field, you want to enter the current date. How you will enter? You can put 03/03/2022.
Okay.
It accept the current date, even
Okay.
the previous date or the future date.
Yes.
It accepts every date. But in this field, it should only accept the current date. To restrict
Okay.
that, you need to select the particular cell and go to Data tab. Select this data validation. Before that, I okay. In this data tab, data validation. Okay, select the data validation. In the data validation, in data validation box, settings tab, in the allow, select the drop down list. From here, you can see the options whole number, decimal, list, date. This is in a date field. Choose the date option. In date, you can see the data. It shows the different types between, not between, equal to. And the thing in here, you need to enter only the current date. Okay. Enter the current date. That means you need to select in here equal to. Okay. Equal to. In this date, put that option as an equal to today and open bracket
Okay.
and close bracket and accept. Okay. Now I erase this and go put the current date 03/03/2022. It accept the current date. Okay. If I
Okay.
enter the previous date, that means 02/03/2022, it gets an error message. This value does
Yes.
not match the data validation. Once again, I put the future date 04/03/2022. It does not accept because we restrict the cell. It only to be accept the current date.
Current date. Okay.
Okay, and this is in a date field right now. Okay,
Yeah.
if instead of a date, I put any value like this 1, 2, 3. It will not accept, or any other text. It will not accept. Okay,
Okay.
so you can restrict the cell to enter only the current date in here. This is done
Okay.
through data validation from the data tab, data validation in here date and data equal to today function you will get only the current date. Okay, so that's why you put a equal to today open bracket and close bracket.
Okay.
And next, in invoice number, it should only accept the 5-digit number. Okay,
Okay.
it only should accept the 5-digit number, and the number range, it should be like this. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that means 10,001 to 20,000. It should
Okay.
not accept the number before 10,000, that means 10,001, and after 20,000. It should only accept the number, the ranges between 10,001 to 20,000. To set this, select the cell, go to the data tab, data validation.
Okay.
From this, click the drop down button, select the whole number. In this, you want to set the range, that means from 10,001 to and maximum up to 20,000. Okay. For this, select the between. There are so many options. Select between. Okay. That means minimum it's 10,001 and maximum is 20,000. Okay. And
Okay.
put OK. If I enter the value as a 10,000, it will not accept. 10,001. It accepts the value. Like the same, I put the value of 20,000. 20,001. It will not accept. In between value 15,000. It accepts. So it accepts the number ranges between these two. Okay. To set this, data, data tab, data validations, whole number, between. Okay. These two options are clear for you.
Yes.
Okay. And next, the party name.
So what's the topic name, sir? Like
We are
data
looking
validation.
right now data validation.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. What is the meaning of validating?
Referring.
Referring, validating, it means like in a verification, no?
Checking. Yeah.
Checking. It should be validate the data what it should be to there.
Okay.
That is in a data validation. So we restrict the each and every cell, what it should be and how it should be.
Okay.
In here, party name, we what data to be entered in here? The name of
Okay.
an customer or an a client. The name is completely in a text.
Yeah.
So in this field, it only to accept that text and not to accept the numerical value. For this, how can you restrict? Select the cell in the data tab, data validation, select the drop down. You can see there is a text length, there is a custom option.
Yeah.
First, I use the text length. Okay,
Okay.
text length. Text length, it means it shows, see the between, not equal, equal to, lesser than. In here, I can restrict the character length of the text.
Okay.
That means when it's in between, if I put the value from 5 to 10, then the name of the character, it only accept the ranges between the 5 to 10.
Okay.
The character should be minimum 5 and a maximum
Right.
up to 10.
Yeah.
But I choose this text length, it accept alphabets, also the numerical value. For this, I put this okay. See here, I type how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It accepts.
Okay.
Okay. And I also added some number. Totally, there are 10 characters right now. It accepts numerical and alphabet, alphanumerical. And add another value. It will not accept. It will not accept more than 10 character or
Less than 5 characters.
less than 5. Okay. But it accepts the numerical. In here, I need to type only the text, not the numerical. So how
Okay.
to restrict the numeric and the character length in same field? For this, in data tab, go to the data validation. In this drop down, select custom instead of text length. Okay. From this drop down, select custom instead of text length. In formula, write in here. So you need to restrict the character length. Also, you need to restrict the numeric. The numeric value should not appear there. For this, there are two conditions to be write down there. For that, you need
Okay.
to include a command and. So equal to and, okay, equal to and, bracket open. In here, the cell, it's only to be accept the text. Okay, for this is text,
Yeah.
bracket open, select the cell and close the bracket. In and, you have put in a first logical, this cell, it should be in a text, and comma, second logical, the length formula, it's an len, bracket open, and it should be 15 character. Okay. For this length, bracket open, select the cell, bracket close, and 15, it's not to be an exact 15, it lesser than equal to 15. So lesser than equal to 15. Okay. And close the bracket and accept. Right now, type the numerical value in here. It won't accept. Okay.
Okay.
Now you type the name. It has only 7 character and it accept the name.
Okay.
It accept. Now it exceeds the 15 character limit. When I press the enter key, it will not accept the data. Okay. In this, the space, you can see that there are two spaces in here.
Also.
In between the Vijay
Check.
Kumar and in between the Kumar
Another.
and Nanda Kumar. Okay.
Yes.
So even the space is a character in here. Okay. The space, it also calculated a character. So totally how many character in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and space is a character. It is in a sixth character, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. If you entering more than a value, it gets an error message. So the error message is a default thing. It's entered in that system. You can customize this error message how it want to be shown in here. For this, from this cell in data tab, go to the data validation. In here you can see the tabs like input message and error alerts. First we can see this error alerts. That means in error alerts, it has style and title. In style, you have the drop down. Click the drop down. There are three options. One is stop, and another one is warning and information. The first one, stop, it gives you complete protection from the unwanted data. That means what you have restricted in this setting, it only accept these validated. If you choose in the warning, it gives a warning message. That means you had entered a wrong data other than what you have given in this setting. If you are going to proceed or you going to rectify, for this the warning. And the last one, information, it only gives a message. The data you had entered is not relevant to this data you have put in this setting, but it will accept the data. If you wanted a complete protection to stop writing an unwanted data, you need to select this stop. In title, this is an error message title. So in this title, I'm going to put error, an error message, not a valid data. Okay, and I put and I click the OK button. Right now, I'm going to type the numerical things, and I press the enter key. You can see the title of the error message. It is an error, and look down. It's a not a valid data. Now you get the point. How these
Yeah, sir.
messages are getting in here. Okay, and once again, data validation. See here, previously this option is in stop. Okay, it will not accept the data. Is not relevant to in the settings. Okay, if I change this to warning, what will happen now? See in here, it shows the same error message, error, not a valid data. And see, there's a bottom continue, you have the option, and you can see the symbol, it's a warning message
Warning.
symbol,
Yeah.
and it shows yes, no, cancel, help. Once you press the no button, it will run same like then a stop,
Okay.
not a valid data to continue. That means if I press the yes, it accept the data. You can see
Okay.
here, it accepted the data.
Yeah, sir.
So warning message, it gives you a warning, neither you can reject or you can accept. Okay. The same thing if I select the option as an information. Okay. Information. Now I type the same data. Check here. It shows an error and not a valid data, and there is no neither option. Okay, cancel help. If you put an OK, it accept the data. That's all. Okay. You want to protect this cell. as an 100 percentage, then what the thing you need to select in here means you need to select stop. It will not accept the data what you have put in that settings. It need to be the data relevant to that settings. Okay. Now you cleared about this.
Yeah, so I'll try this. If I'm having any doubt, I'll
Okay.
come to you. Yes.
And next one, contact number. So contact number, if you putting in a mobile number, the mobile number it's a 10-digit number. You want to type only the 10-digit number, not less than 10 or greater than 10. For that, you need to select the cell, go to the data validation and settings. You can choose the whole number between. You can select the minimum number range and maximum number range. That means you cannot give that like this 10 and 10. You want to put the number ranges like, so the series is starting from 6, so I need to put the 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, now you can see it's only accept the 10-digit number. It will not accept more than 10 or lesser than 10, and it will not accept the number ranges starts from 5 or lesser than the 6. If you want to put an input messages for this cell in data validation, just click this cell, data validation, in input message, title, enter 10-digit valid number. Okay. If I move my pointer to this cell, you can see the message enter 10-digit valid number. Like this, you can set an input messages. What we have seen right now, how to restrict the date, set a number range, set a text cell and within a character limit, and mobile number within a number range and character limit.
Okay, sir.
And next thing we're going to see the drop down list.
Yeah.
You can see in down there's a product. In product there are two items, one is fruit and another one is vegetable. So in this product I need to select either fruit or vegetable. For this I need to create a drop down. To creating a drop down, first I select this particular cell and in data tab go to the data validation. In data validation, in settings, select the drop down. From here list. Okay, in this you need to select the list. In source option, select the data what that should do be given in the list and okay. Now you can see that a small drop down button is appearing in the right hand side. So just click on that. You can choose the items what you need to be given in that. You can select the data from here Otherwise, you can enter the data in data validation list creation. Okay. So once again, I select this field, go to the data validation and clear all. Okay. Now see the drop down list is disappear. Okay. Once again, I select the cell, data validation, select the list in source. This time I'm not selecting the data from here. I'm directly type the data in source. Fruits, comma, no need to give a space. Okay. After the comma, type the vegetable, fruits, comma, vegetables. Okay. Now you can see you can get the data from here. If there is only few data to create in this drop down, you can type in that. If there is a huge volume of data, you can choose from the source. That is a best practice. Okay. This is in a point to create a drop down list.
Okay, sir.
And there is another option to create a dynamic drop down list. That means if I choose a fruit in this particular cell, that means in the item field, it need to show these items. If I select vegetables in this field, it should be shows only the vegetables. For this, I selected this range, okay, and go to the formula tab. In this formula tab, in defined names group, I select create from selection. Okay, create from selection. In this, there's an option top row. That means it creates the name for this range as an fruits. Likewise, I select this range. In formula tab, create from selection. I select in top row. Okay. Now you can see in the name manager, there's a name for fruits and vegetable. That means in fruits, apple, mango, and the data like grapes, and vegetable, tomato, brinjal, and potato, and other data. Right now, I select this cell. Before I go into this data validation, the thing I going to put in data validation is an indirect formula. How the indirect formula is runs? Check in here equal to indirect. Okay, indirect. I choose this cell and bracket close, enter. It not showing anything because it runs directly in the data. Okay, item, I select the cell, go to the data, data validation. In here, I choose list. From this list, indirect equal to in direct bracket open. I choose the cell, close bracket, enter. So there's an error in here because the error happened. It's in this validated cell. Okay. Now you can see when I choose in vegetables in here, it shows the data only the tomato, brinjal, and potato. If I choose the fruits, you can get the data apple, mango, grapes. This can be repeat once again. I clear these things. Okay, these all to be clear. Now I'm going to put on a first. Even the names, I delete these names. Okay, I repeat this once again. I keep my pointer in this product field and go to the data validation. From this drop down, I choose the list in source. I select the data for the product. Okay, and press the OK button. Now you get the drop down for the product. It shows fruits or vegetable. You can choose the data from that list. And in the item list, if I selected fruits in product, it want to be show the items of the fruits. If I choose in vegetables in the product field, in item field it shows only the vegetables. For this I need to create a name range. For this name range, I select the fruits, the entire data, and go to the formula tab, and I select the create from selection. In this top row, okay, likewise the same, the vegetable data, create from selection from the formula tab, create from selection, the top row, okay. Now you can check the name manager, the fruits and vegetables, okay, and go to the item field, go to the data tab, data validation, drop down. In the drop down, select the list. In source, write the function equal to indirect bracket open the cell, that means the cell, the product cell, bracket close and OK. In product, it shows vegetable. Now check the drop down in the item, it shows the vegetables. Now I choose the product as a fruit. Now click the drop down in the item, it shows the fruits. Now it's clear.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
சார் இப்போ நம்மகிட்ட எக்ஸாம்ஸ் வரும்போது கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கேட்டிருப்பாங்கல்ல சார்,
Yes.
அது நம்ம வந்து ஒரு பேஜ்ல அப்படியே கண்டினியூஸாவே பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்குமா இல்ல ஒவ்வொரு பேஜா ஒவ்வொன்று பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும்?
It is very simple. Only one sheet will be there.
ஓகே சார். இட்ஸ் ஆல் த பேசிக் ஸ்டெப்ஸ் ஒன்லி நோ சார், பேசிக் கொஸ்டின்ஸ்.
Basic questions and what are the classes you're going to cover? All the things will be in that one sheet.
ஓகே.
Okay. And next one is a lookup concept. In Excel, the lookup is very important, and this VLOOKUP it's very popular in this lookup concept. Are you continuing the lookup concept today, or you want to enough with a data validation?
So then I'll stop with data validation. I'll continue other class.
Okay. So I stop the class right now. Okay, and I will share the sheet. what I taken for
Yeah,
practice
worksheet
today.
right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and also I will share the video by end of the day. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Are you practicing the previous sessions?
Yes. Yesterday I was not able to practice, but before classes and all, I'm doing regularly.
Okay. If you get
Yeah.
any struggle in any of your practices, just message me. Okay, I will clear for you.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I'll screenshot you and I'll message you. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
Nitish. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.